Hey all, Russ here, RVerTV. Welcome. Check it out. We're in Dayton, Ohio. We're cutting over through town a little bit. Heading to the United States Air Force Museum. It's supposed to have like 20 acres of planes, everything in there. It's the big one, the biggest air museum probably in the world. Just left that Wright Brothers Museum. Wasn't that cool? Seeing that old plane? Original one. That was impressive. But we're heading down to the Ohio River, gonna cut into West Virginia and start trucking west, but I thought we'd make one more stop before we leave this great city of Dayton. Manufacturing everywhere. Cool building there on the right. Pretty warm here. Temperatures are heating up. Alright, I'm just following Google Maps. We'll be there shortly. It's roughly about 8-9 miles from the Wright Brothers Museum over to this one. Wow, got a little old district here. Yeah, at that other one at Wright Brothers Carillon Park. Amount of manufacturing, all the cash registers, refrigerator, carports, cars. You name it. You probably have something in your house that was made here. Wow, those are cool buildings. Historic Dayton. Everything's historic anymore, huh? Yeah, this thing's supposed to be 20 acres under roof. So I got my walking shoes on. And if you're just tuning in, getting back on the road from being stuck for 3 weeks up in Michigan, getting a window repaired. That information's in the previous video. Make sure you check that out. Quite a few murals painted here. You see more and more of that. That's cool. Alright, this is our road here. Should be getting close. Wright-Patterson Air Force Base is out here too. For more information on me and my travels, be sure to check out my website, RVerTV.tv. Sign up for the free newsletter. Got free screensaver downloads. All kinds of cool stuff. Merch. Hats, t-shirts, coffee mugs. Holidays coming up. Do a little Christmas shopping. Even got a cookbook out. Instapot cookbook. Coloring books. Puzzles now. We're coming out with puzzles. What I'm doing is taking pictures of scenes from this summer's travel and we're turning them into puzzles. Thought that'd be kind of cool. Anyway, it's RVerTV.tv. All that helps support the channel and future travels just like this one. And I appreciate that very much. Alright, we're getting closer. Got caught up a little bit of construction, not too bad. 'Tis the season to get the roads fixed. They get snow here. All 4 seasons. So these guys work under a time frame, especially on road repair. Made it. Yay. Here we are. There's the sign. Cool. And you know what's good about this museum? It's free. No charge to get in. How about that, huh? There's the hangars right there. 20 acres under roof. That's, of course, it's government. What the heck, huh? There's your tax dollars at work. But this should be cool. Well, parking lot doesn't look too bad. We're getting right around noontime. Spend about an hour or two here at the most, and then we're gonna truck. Got about 80 miles to get down to an RV park. I reserved for the night. But timing, we should be good shape. All right. Get this thing parked. We'll take a long walk. And free parking too, even better. Should be stuff like this. If you read the reviews online, this thing is incredible to see. They got a space shuttle in here. There's one of the Air Force One planes, I think. Well, I don't remember. We'll find out. One of the presidents flew on it. "100 years celebration." Wow, this place is massive. The closer you get, the bigger it is. Yay. Look how they constructed those hangars. Just huge. Well, think of the size planes. I mean, some of these planes are massive in size too. Well, let's go on in. Well, they have several information counters that will help you if you need assistance. They have motorized carts to get around. Pretty impressive, really. There was a security thing you had to go through. So don't bring your weapons in. Military ballooning. Wow. I mean, if you think about it, aviation goes way back. Okay, this is the World War I section. Kind of dark in here. Why do they always make these things so dark? Right, there's Orville and Wilbur, but we seen the real one, didn't we? That's a replica there. We got to see the real thing. Flying at Kitty Hawk. What a thrill to be alive back in them days. Experience all that. Really shows how far we've come in just a short amount of time, 100 years. Uniforms back in the day. What's that? Engines. Oh, there's that wind tunnel thing again. 1916 wind tunnel. Solid wood. Wow, look at the drum. Violin. World War I combat. Picture of a soldier and his plane. Pretty colorful paint jobs on these. They're hard to see though. Wow, look at that little guy. That is crazy, huh? Amount of engineering went into these things. This was modern technology back in the day. State of the art. Almost waiting for Snoopy and the Red Baron, huh? Biplanes. Ever go to air shows and see them things fly? They're pretty cool to watch. And when you look up, they got planes hanging from everywhere in here. What a massive structure in here. This thing is huge. You could fit a whole town inside this thing. Well, I'm just following the arrows. They give you a map. You definitely get lost in here. This is World War II. The Memphis Belle's supposed to be in here somewhere. We got to find it. That's the one they made that movie out of, that real famous movie. Planes got bigger over time. World War II. All the guns on them. Almost looks like a shark, doesn't it? The front of it. Speaking of which, they painted that one that looks like a shark. That's cool. Then the engines that go in those things. Big bucks. This is by far the biggest museum I've ever been in. I've never seen anything like this. This is absolutely incredible. Right here in Dayton, Ohio. I mean, even the Wright Brothers Museum, that was something to see with the bicycle shop and all that, but my goodness, this place.
That's what I heard. They took donkeys on those mules. Did they? They said it was an elegant shifter, but maybe it was donkeys. Yeah, I don't know if they really know.
All the guns sticking out every which way. Oh, there's the Memphis Belle. We've made it. Found it. There it is, Memphis Belle and the famous crew. Wasn't it they flew so many missions, and there it is. That's the real deal. Now it's in a museum. American icon. Combat aircraft to museum artifact. Saving history. Like it or not, that is part of our history. My dad was a World War II veteran. All right, well, we still got a long ways to go in here yet. I watched that movie years ago. I don't really remember it all. I know it was a pretty impressive movie. Very famous one. A36A Mustang. Even the name sounds fast and powerful, huh? All right, we'll mosey our way over to another hangar. You know what they have in here too is volunteers everywhere ready to answer questions and talk about everything and anything airplanes. That's kind of neat. This place is so big. There's quite a few people in here. Doesn't look that way because it's so massive, but there's a lot of folks here. Okay, all these buildings connect. We're gonna go find that Air Force One plane. There's supposed to be a space shuttle somewhere. All the different uniforms. Just everywhere you look. There's their patches. Everywhere you look, there's something to see here. All their awards and medals. This room looks a little bit about everything. Oh, check out the space suit. You can get behind it, get a selfie of you in a spacesuit. That's cool. Yeah, they got a little bit of everything in here. Flight simulators. You can sit in here and land on the moon. Going back to the moon. They got missions going back up there again. Different aviation through the years. All right, well, we still got a little ways to go yet. Just checking the map. I actually stopped and asked the guy. We got some walking to do yet. Find that Air Force One space shuttle. They got all these separated. Oh, look at that thing. By different eras in time, you know, like World War I, World War II, Korean. Look at that thing. I'll be darned. That's cool. But this all different sections. Big bomber there. There's a drone. Look at there. Yay. Drones. A little bit bigger than one I got. Cargo carrying planes. Drive your tank up there and fly it over to wherever you're going. Huge. So all these are from the Korean War era, which would have been what, the 50s.
Hello, visitors, and welcome to the Shuttle exhibit in the Space Gallery, the first aircraft
Well, I was listening to that. Air Force One is the one Kennedy had. So we'll find that. Instead of the guided tours, I always like taking my own. RVerTV tour. Look at the paint job on these. That is too cool for school. These things are in mint condition. But I'm sure they're in service at one point. When they come here and get decommissioned. What a place to work. How'd you like to work here? I bet millions of people have been through here. Let's walk under the wing. They give you pretty good access to a lot of this. Some museums you can't get too close. You can actually touch these things. Even got little seats. You can just sit here under a wing. Plenty of place to rest. I mean, my legs are getting tired already. A lot of walking. I can see why they have those power carts. I'd like to change that tire. Oh man, that's huge. Landing gear. You can get stuff to eat here, water they sell. They got a big gift shop. We'll see that when we leave. Space gallery, here we go. Yay. We're getting there now. Holy moly, look at these guys. Oh man. Need a missile? That's a real deal right there. They built the roof up so they can stand these guys up. My goodness. Those are huge. There's the engine to lift that thing off. When I lived in Sacramento years ago, Aerojet used to build these engines, and you could hear them test fire them. That was way back in the 70s and 80s. Rumble the whole town when that thing's fired up.
There's stairs like right over there.
There's stairs or
if you want to take an elevator, you just go around to the right-hand side of the missile gallery. There's an elevator.
Okay, I can do stairs. Thanks.
Well, here it is. Space shuttle. More rockets. Spaceman hanging from the ceiling. Yeah, there is that shuttle. We can actually go on it. We'll save that for the end before we leave this section.
National Museum of the United States Air Force. We invite you to join a free guided tour of Building 4, which features a
Sit in there and fly the shuttle. There's the ramp. We'll go in there in just a minute. I want to walk back. I'm pretty sure that Air Force One is back here. There's the blue and white. I see it. It's back there. Boy, they put it way at the end of all this. All the different planes for the politicians to fly in. That looks like for NASA there, huh? Extremely well laid out though. That you don't miss nothing. You just keep walking. There it is. That's the one I guess JFK flew on. Not that big compared to what they are nowadays. So this is back in the early 60s. You can sure tell by the color though, it's Air Force One. Now it's so high security, they probably can't even show them. Who knows? I'm guessing. Yeah, this one isn't as big as I thought it'd be. But John F. Kennedy flew on this thing. They brought his body home in that thing. Looks like we can walk on it too. There's a presidential seal and JFK's picture. This is part of his legacy and also his tragedy. Well, kind of have to go sideways through there. That's as wide as the hallway. Okay, we're boarding this thing just like he did back in the day. Right here. Part of history. So you go in, tell the pilots, hello, good morning. We're off. Yeah, this is more like a regular airliner. Oh, they got it all partitioned off. There's communications. Talk to Washington, D.C. They got food galley. Pretty simple, huh? Probably seating for his Secret Service. Gotta have an office or something. Boy, this is skinny. Wow. They've really got you boxed in. There it is. That's probably where he sat. Oh, the white phones. That's a hotline. There it is. Total history right here. Who knows what went on there, huh? All the decisions. And whoever else flew with them, well, they take press with them, right? Press corps. Probably assistants. Just all seats. Saving history. There's the restrooms. Oh wow. This is where they flew his casket home. They took out the first 4 seats right there. We're standing in the same spot. Wow. Huh.
Our generation, we would have called this a shot.
Well, that was something. That was something. Well, we made it through most of the buildings here. We say we'll go walk across that shuttle. See what's inside that thing. There's a baby Air Force One, little jets. Fly all the other politicians around. Who knows who were on these things, huh? Especially back then in the 60s, 50s, 60s. That was totally a different time. But they've saved these planes. They're right here in Dayton. Oh, definitely. If you're up for that kind of this stuff, look at that. There's the Independence.
Well, you can get out of this one.
There's another one.
I don't think you could get out of the other one.
All right, the space shuttle. They sure used a lot of them. That was a lot of years them things flew in space. A lot of satellites got deployed. They had a couple tragedies themselves. Now it's totally different, huh? Pretty big aircraft though, it's pretty good in size.
Even if the clamshell door was closed, there was no atmosphere in the cargo bay itself. So the only place you could live, up to 8 people, you'd have this little space here, and then the space that we'll see. And then they took off with 8 people, brought 8 people back.
There's a satellite. Pretty weird looking. They got a solar panel to power it. That's some big bucks there, I bet.
These are the little monitor on them. Have to tweak them every
All right, this is where they flew the space shuttle. It's like a regular aircraft. A lot of people on here. Down here is where they lived. This is where they slept. Not that big, is it? slept. It's where their living quarters are. I overheard that guy telling that group, you strap yourself to one of them bunks so you don't float around and catch some shut-eye mid-deck. Then all this other space is where they carried cargo. Of course, what they do, they built the space station like this.
Answering important questions like, and the number one question, where's the bathroom?
Pretty cool. Yeah, that satellite, millions of dollars. Now you get internet from space. Good old Starlink. My Starlink works good when I carry in the van. Well, pretty darn cool. I'd say this is one of the most impressive rooms here where they're able to stand these missiles up like that. That Air Force One from JFK shuttle was cool. And then just how they have it laid out with different eras and wars and planes and how everything has just come along in 100 years. And all the access you get to them too. I mean, you can get really close. I mean, to be able to even board a space shuttle, all the flight simulators. I mean, if you're a plane buff, oh my goodness, you could live in this place. Just anything and everything Air Force. Plus other history, all the pictures. Where else you're gonna find a stealth fighter jet bomber right next to a custom built motorcycle for the Air Force. Wow, that thing's pretty, huh? And here's our cafe gift shop. If you're looking for souvenirs from this type of thing, Air Force, you name it, it's here. Well, 2 big museums in one day. I'm kind of tired. That was a ton of walking. Still worth it. How often are you going to get here? I'll probably never come back here and see something like this. I'm glad I did. Like I said earlier, it was on the list. But after I had to change all the travel plans, I didn't know what I'll make. They even got planes outside. You can picnic here. Big park area. And this is an active Air Force base too. You could hear the planes when you're inside those hangars. You could hear the planes flying over. Big old rumbling noise. Okay, we gotta head for Highway 35. head down to an RV park for the night. We're gonna camp out there. And then tomorrow we're gonna start a little journey along the Ohio River. And here we go. 35, it says east, but we're gonna actually drop south too. Journey continues. Talk soon.